So here it is. This is the software. So if you see the Windows, the software itself, it's nothing different than the other software, right? You have a menu bar on the top where you can see many options from the project file, layers, and stuff. So this is what we call the menu bar. And then right beneath, you'll see the the tools bar that essentially a shortcut to the menu that probably hide in several steps if you click so. So you have plenty of toolbars here with the shortcut. And then the next is the big one in the middle. We call it a canvas, where you work on your map itself. So you customize the map, styling the map, doing some editing on maps. It's happening on this canvas. So you'll see in the future. And on the left, it's called layer panels. In GIS, we work in many layers. So if you work with the different files that represent a different layer, for example, if it is layer about a different administrative level, like the um, a province level or district and sub-district level, and any other data related layer, for example, a shape map of earthquake, or um, a data point of mosquito net, for example. So it will be stacked over here on the layer panel. And then there is on the right, probably it's a bit different than yours, but you'll see the processing toolbox here, or you can just hang on, click on this little tiny gear icon just to refill it. Yeah, this is a processing toolbox. QGIS, it's coming with a lot of a GIS library that we can use for our GIS work. Um, it's many things here. So processing toolbox contains several ready-to-use GIS library, like for example the GDAL library, where it can help you on doing some raster analysis, as well as the vector analysis. And the other example, if for example there is a QGIS network analysis. I spoken earlier regarding one sample to use GIS software to do some distance measurement. You can just make use the library over here. So this is the processing toolbox. So I think that's enough on the introduction of the QGIS user interface. And let's see what we can do with the challenge from APIN. Let's take a look the sample data. All right, let's go back to the SharePoint. If you want to follow along, you can just download the whole package by hitting the download button. Of course, I already downloaded over here on my desktop, so I just keep it under desktop folder, and we have it here. So yeah, it's pretty much the same. Okay. So let's see. We have a map folder over here. I suspect this is the GIS files. And right, this is the most famous S3 shape file. So if we open the QGIS and we go to the browse, if you don't have this menu, you can just go to the view and yes.
Can you zoom in your windows? It's too small.
Oh, okay. What about control scroll in on your side?
Yeah,
Does that work?
it's work. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think that's better, right?
Yeah. So
So you can adjust based on your visibility. Yeah. Um, is that okay? Or anything I need to adjust from my side?
no, it's fine, Alex.
Okay.
We can use the control button in our keyboard to zoom in the windows, right?
Yep. Thanks, Daddy. If everyone feels the share screen's too small, you can always hit the control button on your keyboard, and then in the same time just scroll your mouse. Okay. If anyone have difficulty, just let us know, and I can stop and try to overcome that. All right, I will continue. If you're missing the browse folder on your QGIS, you can always enable from the view menu and then panels, and there is a browser. Just make sure it is checked. Okay. And when you see it, it's something like this one. Let me just, yeah. To browse your working files, just go to the home. And then, for example, in my site, I keep everything under the desktop folder. So I going through it, the desktop and APIN QGIS and map folder, because I want to check these files that has been shared with the team. Okay, and once we open the map, and you'll see 4 files over here. It is GADM, it is administrative boundary files. So let's check one by one. Just pay attention to the shape file, the .shp. Just abandon the JSON file. We focusing on the shape file. So let's double click on it. There you go. It is our first attempt to open one of the GIS file format, which is the shape file. Okay, maybe we can guess this is some administrative in Afghanistan. Okay, so we're gonna check the other file, which is the JDM AFG2. All right, this is another sub boundary administrative. So we'll start with the one first. Okay, we just want to a little bit spend our time to explore what it is. Right, so you can right click on the first file, the FG1, and select the open attribute table. You see, most GIS file format contain tabular data as well as the spatial element, which is the map itself. So we see here it is consists of a different boundary administrative in Afghanistan. So name 0 meaning it is the country. The name one, I suspect this is the province name. I spot there is a Kabul here. Yeah, and yeah, I think that's all we're going to need right now. So this is the provincial administrative data. If we check the second one, we can always untick a layer if we don't want to display it on canvas, like this one. Yeah. Okay, let's check the second files and open it. Open the attribute data. If we see it, it is a one level after the province because it has two here. So I'm not sure what is the term in Afghanistan, but here we call it a district or city. So there is a zero. Name 0 is the country itself, name 1 is the province, and name 2 is the district or city. Okay. So a little bit styling stuff just to make it more sense on this file. You can click on the Afghan one, which is the province file. Click on that and you'll see on the layer panel things like brush. Just click on it and the layer styling panel will pop up on the right side. So here you can do many things, change the color to suit your art. So, but I'll start with this gray tree fill. Yeah. Then do some color adjustment, hitting the color menu. You see the long gray bar over here under the opacity. Yeah. And make the color rather light. That's it. Yeah. Okay. In this styling layer, we not only adjust the styling side, but there is also a labeling setting here. Just go one step down from the symbology, and you see there is no label. Change it to single label. Boom. It says Afghanistan for all area. I don't think that's what we're going to need. It's just because the value goes or reference to the name 0, which is the name of the country. So let's change it to name 1, which is the province itself. Name 1. Boom. It's a province name right now. Okay. So you can always change some setting on the labeling here from the size of the font. Let's say from 10 to 8. Yeah. And then to be more clearer, there is a buffer tab over here. You can just hitting the draw text buffer just to make it rather obvious. Okay, so yeah, this is the province Afghan map. Okay, so let's reopen our exercise file here. Yeah, there is a file called ifrc hf mapping data XLSI. So let's open this one. Oops, what's wrong? Okay. There you go. Zoom it a little bit. Boom, boom. Yeah. So I think this is the file that become our basis of our work. Let's see one by one. What is the thing that we can do with it to create some maps? Okay, let's go through mapping by region. Of course, it's very difficult to work on this kind of table. Let's go coordinate. This one, yeah, it consists longitude and latitude, but nothing more. Nothing much interest on this one. Activities. So longitude, latitude, index. This one, I think this one is pretty good. We have date over here. We have province, and we have region, project, program, and beneficiary. I think we can are working with these files. Okay, before we move ahead, I just want to make sure that the files will clean enough. So what I mostly do is just copy the whole table and create a rather new file, and yeah, paste it. There you go. Yeah, yeah, yes. So we have here, okay, a beneficiary and project and program and profits. I think I will see some relation to the spatial over here. So we have a province that will be related to this spatial map. So I want to do some a little bit visualization about the number of beneficiary based on their project or program in respective province. So what I'm gonna do is let's do some little Excel pivoting. Okay, go to where is that? Yeah, pivot table. Okay, and hit OK to move forward. Yeah, here. Well, I assume everyone is quite familiar with pivot table, right? It's as easy as drag and drop. Okay, I just want to reveal the a different beneficiary respective their project and region from the original master data. So what I'm gonna do is just drag the province, and then I will drag the project on the column side. Yeah, ooh, that's a lot. What about program? This one is not that much. So there is a CBHFA was and disaster risk management and health. Okay, and then we're gonna drag the number of beneficiary respective to those program. Oh, yeah, we have some partition over here. So I think this is quite uh, good data to start with. So I'm gonna need this first little line. and I'm not gonna need the grand total. So go to the design, grand total turned off. Boom. Yeah. So let's start with this data to map. So it is the what? Program by province. Okay, so I'll save it to a new file. There that goes. Oh man. Go to the desktop, this one, and yeah, well, data. Yeah. Oops. Why? Why? Okay. Uh, program data. Yeah. All right. So let's go back to the QGIS. Yeah. So we're gonna import those newly created data pivot called program data into QGIS. What we're going to need is adding, where is that? Layer, add layer, and add spreadsheet layer. But before that, if you don't see this menu on your QGIS, you can install it by going to the plugins and manage and install plugins, and just type in spreadsheet. There you go. Spreadsheet layer, this one. Yeah, it's very useful plugin where you can um, import any data stored in spreadsheet, popular spreadsheet files like the ODS, XLS, and XLS. ODS is the one that coming from LibreOffice or OpenOffice. So make sure you install this plugin, the spreadsheet layers. Okay, I did in my case, so I don't need to reinstall the plugin. Okay, so how to use it? Go to the layer, add layers, and add spreadsheet layer. So this is it. Okay, hit it. Browse the files, and then go to the desktop and our working directory, and this newly created data called program data. Open it. There you go. We have yeah, the sheet is the original one, but we interested to import this particular Excel as sheet, program by province. Okay, and it will create a new layer name. Just keep this naming. Okay, and before you hitting OK, just pay attention to the preview of the tabular data. You see the name of the field is somewhat okay. So we are interested to make this row number 2 as a header of the file. And let me check it called row label. So before move on, I cancel it. Just go back to the files. And instead of row label, I just rename it to province. Yeah, just to make it easier later on. Okay, change it, Control S, and go back to QGIS, layer, add spreadsheet layer, and browse that file again. Program data. Yeah, the set is already correct. And the layer name, we will make it more shorter. It will create new layer called program by province. And yeah, it's already province. So I want to make sure that this row number 2 become the column name. So what I'm gonna do is, you see here, number of lines to ignore, increase it by 2. Yeah, there you go. It become the column name right now. Okay, and let's pay attention to the province columns. The data type is string. Yeah, it is the name. And then the other columns is, no, I want to make sure it become numbers, which is the integer, because it contains number, right? So the same with the rest of column, the program column. Change it to integers. Change it to integers. Beauty. Yeah. Okay. Hitting OK to move forward. That's it. You now already import the new tabular data into QGIS. If you want to make sure the content of it, just right click into it and open the attribute table. Boom. Yeah. This is it. Yeah. We already successfully import the data into QGIS. Now, what we're going to do is how we can integrate this tabular data into the spatial data over here, which is the other layers. Okay, so the technique will be a join table. So hang on for a moment. To join this both file, right click in the spatial data and go to the properties. Then you see many things over here. Don't get confused. What we're going to need here is join menu. Yeah, make sure it is here, because we want to join the new imported table into the shape file. So go to the join, and there is a plus icon right here to add new join. And then what you want to join, of course, the new table, and the join field will be a province, since it will be related to the province map. Okay, and the target field, it's clearly the name one. It contains the name of province all over Afghanistan. Okay, and then the next things that you need to pay attention is the join field. So this join uh, execution will bring a data that coming from non-spatial data into spatial existing spatial data. So I want to join this uh, program data into the existing map data. Okay, so it will bring all that numbers coming to these files. Okay, just to make some distinction, just just check on custom field name prefix. Well, it's just a prefix just to indicate it's coming from different files. Also, you can just make it blank just to make it more natural, but just to make it different, I will make a join as a prefix. Okay, seems all good. So next, what we're going to do is hitting OK. Then OK, and then once more time. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, join it field 3 and check mark. It's done. And hit OK to close the dialog. And let's check the attribute table of this map data, whether it already bring the new data that coming from the Excel file. We right click and select open attribute table. Yeah, there you go. It brings a new data and corresponding to each a province name. As you can see it, yeah, you see these numbers. Okay, so that's the practice on how to join a non-spatial data into spatial data. What is next? Actually, it's more easier then. So you can, for example, you can just do some categorization on, okay, for example, let's duplicate the layer. Yeah, it's always easy here in QGIS to duplicate something. Right click and do duplication. I want to create maps on health project. So I will rename it health. And then drag it to the top just to make it obvious to the other one. So before moving ahead, I want to filter this particular data into the health data only. So what I'm going to do is right click and choose filter. What happening here? Okay, sorry. We need to save it somewhere. So I think I forgot something. So before moving ahead, there is yeah, a good practices on okay, I will do some orientation on doing some packaging here. So how to properly package or GIS files project. In this exercise, we will export all the data files into a Geo a package, which is the new, not really new, it's a new and a default a GIS file coming with the QGIS. And so with this, we will make a working copy of all our files into a new one. So we won't do any harm in the original files. And then it is a common workflow in most of GIS work. What is the Geo package? It is um, it is basically a spatial database, technically, based on the SQLite database. Don't think that necessary. It's too technical. So what I'm going to do is go to the gear icon. Where is that? This one. So I need the toolbox. So now I'm on layer styling. I will change it to processing toolbox by hitting this toolbox here. Okay. And find the package. So just type in package and you'll see package layer here and double click on it. Yeah. Okay. So I want to select the files that I'm going to work in the future, which is the GADM36 one. Yeah. I think the naming is confusing. I will just rename it to province. That's better. And this one is what? I think everyone agree, right? District. Okay. So we'll package those layer into one. So double click again the package layer and then select the input layer. I will choose province and district. Yeah, even I think we can select all. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Okay. And destination of geo package, you want where you want to store the new database file. Just click the three dot menu and save to files, and go to the desktop and your working directory. Yeah, let's name it to Afghan GIS. Yeah, save it and run. That's it. Finish, meaning you already package your spatial data. Okay, close it and remove this one. Okay, and then bring back the window explorer, and you'll see this Afghan JS GPKG, or we call it geo package, the JS files, and drag it to the QGIS. And you'll see this dialog then. So it contains three files. You want to load everything? Yes. Okay, there you go. Okay, district, not going to need this time. And let's check whether we already managed to bring all those goodies. Yeah, it bring all that data, the CBFA and WAS data, DRM data, and health data. Okay, from here, actually, we can do some styling based on the data that we've been uh, joined. So select the layer and then select this styling panel again, the little brush icon. Yeah. And then go to graduated. It's wow, our map is missing since the value is it's not selected yet. So don't worry, select here, and then you'll see uh, we can select based on particular data. So we are interested on the health data. Yeah. And if you go down, there is some mode of classification. Let's make it to equal interval. Yeah, just for the sake of easiness. Um, and I want to reduce the class from 5 to 3. Yeah. And I want to change the color RAM. You see, it is so red. I want to make it to greens. There you go. Yeah. So you see this legend, it reflecting the different numbers of beneficiary based on the province. Okay. So this is the health program data. So what about the others data? So we can easily duplicate this layer, right click and duplicate. No, let's rename it first. Health. Yeah. And then let's do the duplication work. Right click and duplicate layers. And let's change the value from health to DRM. Yeah. And this time change the color RAM to say it's orange. Okay. And let's delete all because it's contained the previous data. Delete all and reclassify. Just hit the classify button. That's it. Yeah. Why it's not appear? Because it's inactive. You see here. Yeah. So let's deactivate the help. So this is the DRM data. All right. Let's rename it to DRM. Then let's do the rest. Duplicate again for the WAS data. This is CVFA. /WAS. Let me just disable. Yeah. And change the value from DRM to health. And delete the old data first and reclassify. And change the color ramp to, let's say, water is blue, what is blue, so blue. Yeah, nice. Okay, so this is very basic of choropleth data visualization in QGIS. So yeah, we now have three different choropleth map based on the program data. Okay, I think it's not really nice. I want to have a province map behind it. So as you see, there is a lot of white and it's not very distinctive, right? So I want to clone or duplicate from one of the layer and make it province. Yeah, and let's change to the single symbol again, just to override the color, and choose the gray tree fill and some adjustment on the background color. Yeah. Okay. So now it's showing the the province that's not being intervened by the health program. Okay. So if you unselect and select the DRM, you see there is a gray province that is uh, not being intervened by the DRM. And for the WAS program, yeah, you see as well the gray area, which is coming the province data. Okay, but I think I want to make some border outside of it so it can clearly represent Afghanistan as a whole. So what I'm going to do is just right click on the province and to hang on, it is, yeah, I want to, do we have a province that all country data here? One, this data is province, the other is district. Okay, we don't have Afghanistan only outer border. So what we're going to do is do some dissolving from this layer. So go to the vector, to some geoprocessing tools and choose dissolve. Yeah, because I want to make Afghanistan outer border from the province administrative border. Okay, so vector geoprocessing tool dissolve, and the input layer is the province, correct? And what I'm going to dissolve is this one, name 0, which is the Afghanistan. Okay, if you don't believe it, right click and open the attribute table. Name 0 is the Afghanistan. So I want to dissolve into 1. So vector geoprocessing tools dissolve. And I want to dissolve by the name of Afghanistan and save it into geo package. This one. Yeah. And I want to country. Yeah, the layer will name country and run it. Boom, we have new layer. So once we drag to the top, it will cover everyone, of course. And yeah, what I'm going to do is create some fancy mask of it. So let's go to the layer styling, change to inverted polygon, and then click the sample fill, use the shape bars fill, yes, and choose the set distance, just make it to, I think 2 or 1 is enough, yeah, and some blur strength to 10. Yeah, nice, right? So we have some kind of island effect. So yeah, so it's quite clear right now. So we have several uh, map team. Yeah, you see, if this is just the base, because all provinces show up, and once we click the wash, it will show the wash um, choropleth map. So before we proceeding into the composting map, we want to make some thematic here. So we click the wash first, and then you see this little icon eye, and then add theme, and just create the name based on the CBHFA on wash. And next theme will be DRM. There you go. Create new theme, DR. Okay. And disable and re-enable. Now it's health theme. Okay. Add theme to health as the name. Right. So basically, that's it for now. Um, for our very simple choropleth map of the uh, 3 different projects happening in Afghanistan in what, to 2021, right? Let me check the data. It's not here. Oh, it's not here as well. Never mind. So before proceeding, it is good to save the project. So to save your existing work on QGIS, go to the project, save to, and select Geo package, and hit this 3 dot menu. Find the Geo package that we create earlier, and hit open. Create the name. So program map. Let's say the name of the project is program map, and it will save into the same Geo package, and hitting OK. Yep, that's it. So the first step is done, and now we need to the final step, which is the doing some map composting. Go to the project, and there is a new print layout, because we want to do some layouting before we exporting to any different file format like PDF or JPEG or PNG. So this is actually the new a window for layouting the map. So go to the project, new print layout. well, anything. You can just name it like um, and the name of the project is not that bad. Program and okay. There you go. This is the composer window. Maybe many of you that first in contact with QGIS or JS software is rather difficult to accept that we have a different application in one app. So, but no worries, it will become easier when you practicing more and more. But basically, this composer window is the place where you lay out your map, where you can add some scale bar, a compass, and some legend and pictures on it, and ready to export to any file format like PDF or uh, export as image. So bear with me. I will explain a little bit about the anatomy. So the same, there is a menu bar over here and some toolbars below it. And the left pane consisting, yeah, most often we will work on the from the menu coming from the left pane. Okay, it's easy, trust me. So yeah, let's get it done. Before that, it's I want to change from the landscape to the portrait by right clicking in the middle of the canvas. Yeah, and choose page properties. You see on the right pane, there is item property where you can select the size of your paper. If you want to make it big to export to something like A3 or A1 or even A0, the big one, you can just select it right from here. But for the sake of this course, I will stick into A4 and change the orientation from landscape to portrait, right? Okay.
Sorry, Mas Alek.
Okay.
We're running out of time. Maybe we can extend about 10 minutes. I think actually it's our normal meeting will be ending in 2 minutes, but I think this really interest session on the map composer. Maybe we can have like 10 or maximum 15 minutes. Alek.
Sure. I think I will speed up a little bit the process. So give me 10 more minutes to accomplish this. Okay, bear with me. If everyone okay with that? Yeah.
Yes, Alex, go ahead. Yes, yes, please.
Thank you. So in order to bring the map that we designed earlier, you need just to go to this menu, which is the add map. You see, just hovering your mouse, add map, clicking on it, and just make some square where you want to put the map on the paper, like this one. Okay, and you see this map of health, right? But in we want this layer map to follow the theme that we create earlier. If you remember, we create 3 themes. So on the right pane, on the layers option, click on the follow map theme and help, right? Nothing changed because it helped at the beginning. So we can copy and paste it like this one. Yeah, and change the theme to DRM. There you go. And Control C, Control V again, and change it to CBF, a wash, right? Okay. If you still unhappy with the size, you can, oh my God, I should create the title first So I have the remaining balance of the page. Hang on. Let's create Afghanistan Red Crescent program 2021, I assume, and make the font a little bit bigger. You can change the font over here under appearance fonts. Times New Roman, bold, and says 36. Oh, okay. It's because justify, change it to the left. Oh, still too big. Change to 26 then. I think it's too big. 24. Not bad. Make it the middle. And yeah. Okay. Let's add some picture. Add pictures. We want to add the Afghanistan Red Crescent logos over here. Just make it square and you'll see the corresponding dialog to select it is SVG image or raster image. Well, just select raster image because we want to pick it from the JPEG and PNG file and browse. And this PC, desktop, and we have the IRCS logo open. Boom. We have IRCS logo over here. So just to make a more nicer, I want to add our Federation logo. Yeah, just what I did is just copy paste and change the source of the file. That's easier. There you go. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, almost done. And for the map, I think we can just bring it and make it a little bit more bigger. Yeah, and do some scale. We can just zoom in using this menu, move an item in content, and hit Control just to, yeah, something like this one. Okay. And don't forget to click back the move item from the move content. Now we can just copy and paste again and change to the respective map theme, DRM, Control V to help. There you go. Okay. Now, we can add some legend. Yeah. You see here, add legend. You can just make some square, and you see this is too big. So what you're going to do is just deactivate the auto update and remove the unnecessary legend information. This time I want to only show the CBHFA and wash. There you go. Yeah, here, for example, and yeah, again, copy and paste. And in order to add another information, click the plus and select the corresponding legend. This time is DRM, and remove the wash. Yeah, and copy and Control V again. Yeah, and add the help. Okay, and remove the DRM. All right, so yeah, it's almost ready. Few more minutes just to make it like any other maps where we add north arrow. For example, here Oops. It's let's move it to the bring to the front. Yeah. If it is too big, you can just resize it. And there is a scale bar as well here. Uh, yeah. And you can just change into, well, if it is very minimum, let's tick up. And yeah, you see some scale bar at the bottom. All right, basically, this is it. Well, actually, there is plenty other things that very potential to improve the map, like uh, providing the chart, for example, add plot item here, and oops, yeah, here plot and setup, and you can see where you want to create the map by selecting the name of the province and the respective value. Sorry, this one should be wash. Yeah. So X field will be the name, and this value is the, yeah. And we want to make let's see it a bar plot, and yeah, let's see. Oops, it's too little. There you go. Yeah, let's change Soul Legend, and I don't think I need the, well, this level, update. Yeah, and this is the 3. Yeah, and I think there should be somewhere to remove the base, but never mind. It's just some if you want to enrich the map, there is plenty other things that we can add to the map. For example, this is just one of example to add some plot of our data. So yeah. Okay, the background. I need to uncheck this one. There you go. And yeah, Control C, Control V, like that one, and you can just change the data into a DRM this time, but change the color to suit the DRM one. Yeah, there you go. And Control V for the help. And set up the plot, change the y-axis to health data, and make it little green. Boom. So right, so I think it's not that bad, right? So once you have this one, you can always able to export it as the image. Yeah. And yeah, save it. Boom. Export layout successfully, and it become the PNG file, which is this one, and ready to share. Yeah. All right. I think that's enough. If anyone have a question or any other agenda, I'll offer to Mas Dedi. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mas Alef, for your interesting and useful session on how to create the map using the quantum GIS. I learned a lot your tricks on how to manipulate the data and also how to create the composer of map with really, I mean, it's really great tool. Is there any burning question from the participants? Maybe we can have like one or two questions if there is any question. Okay, same that we already. Yeah, okay, Uma, please.
Hi Alex, superb job done.
Hi Uma, see you again.
Yeah.
How are you, man?
Yeah, fine, thank you. Then you have done great job. That my question is, do we have to always create the package when we work on the different layers? It's a must, or it's for that I don't know. Can you explain it, please?
Yeah, you can imagine the geo package is like a container, like a zip file when you store everything into one file. So later on, when you share your project with the rest of the team or any other guy or friend, you can just send that one file that consists all of your data, like those layer, those tabular data, and even the project file that contain the styling and or other stuff. Yeah, it's just a container basically. Yeah.
Okay, so then we can add the raster also there, isn't it?
For raster, I'm not sure, but I think no. But let me check. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Any other question, guys? Or if there is no questions, maybe we can conclude our APIN's meeting and QGIS session today. So if you have any burning question, you can raise directly to Alex, or you can asking
Sure.
to our APIN's Slack channel. So there is a channel in the APIN's on the queue and database mapping in the API. So you can also raise your question there. Yeah, again, thank you very much for Alex for making a great sessions, and thank you also for the API's members for being activation during the meeting today. Looking forward to see you in the APIN Slacks and for the other or upcoming APIN's workshop and meeting. Have a nice day.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mas Didi. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, I think I will end up our call.